You know that feeling when you're caught up in a whirlwind of reality TV drama, rooting for your favorite couples, and then poof, the season ends, the tell-all airs, and you're left hanging, wondering what really happened next? Yeah, we've all been there. And if you're anything like us, your mind has been buzzing with questions about Shekinah and Sarper from 90 Day Fiance, the other way. Their journey was, shall we say, unconventional. From Sarper's meticulously groomed and often discussed eyebrows to Shekinah's quest for authentic connection amidst cultural differences, their story kept us glued to our screens. We saw the sparks, the disagreements, the moments of tenderness, and those eyebrow-raising confessions at the tell-all that left everyone, and we mean everyone, talking. The tell-all fallout, unpacking the raw emotions. Let's be real, that tell-all was a roller coaster. We watched, our hearts in our throats, as Shekinah and Sarper navigated some truly tough conversations. There were moments of genuine vulnerability, where you could almost feel the weight of their emotions through the screen. And then, of course, there were those revelations that made us collectively gasp. Remember that confession from Sarper? The one that sent shockwaves through the cast and the audience alike. For Shekinah, it was a moment of public reckoning. You could see the hurt, the confusion, and the genuine struggle to process what she was hearing. It's one thing to have private disagreements, but to have your partner reveal something so personal and potentially damaging on national television, that takes a special kind of strength to navigate. We saw her grappling with trust, with the future of their relationship, and with the very foundation they were trying to build. And Sarper, he certainly had his moments. His attempts to explain, to rationalize, to bridge the gap felt complicated. You could sense his desire to make things right, but also the deep-seated cultural differences, and perhaps even a touch of naivety about the impact of his words. It was a messy, human interaction, far from the polished perfection we sometimes expect from TV personalities. The big question on everyone's mind was, can they really come back from this? The air was thick with uncertainty, and the internet was abuzz with predictions. Was this the end of the road for Shekinah and Sarper, or would they find a way to navigate the choppy waters of post-tell-all reality? The silence and the speculation that followed. After the credits rolled on the tell-all, a familiar silence descended. For devoted fans, it was excruciating. We scoured social media, searching for clues, for hints, for any sign that our favorite couple was still together, or not. The rumor mill went into overdrive. Were they faking it for the cameras? Had they secretly broken up? Were they just taking a much-needed break from the public eye? The truth is, life after a reality TV show, especially one as intense as 90 Day Fiance, isn't a fairy tale. Couples are thrust into the spotlight, their most intimate moments dissected by millions, and then, just as suddenly, the cameras are gone. They're left to pick up the pieces, to reconcile their on-screen personas with their off-screen realities, and to decide if the love they found, or thought they found, is strong enough to withstand the pressure. For Shekinah and Sarper, this period of silence was undoubtedly crucial. It was a time for them to step away from the noise, to have those difficult conversations without the looming presence of cameras and producers. It was a time for reflection, for healing, and for deciding if their connection was truly worth fighting for. The moment we've all been waiting for, Shekinah's big relationship update. And now, drumroll please, the moment you've all been waiting for. After what felt like an eternity of speculation, Shekinah has finally given us the update we've been craving about her relationship with Sarper. And let me tell you, it's a good one. Grab a tissue, because this is the kind of news that makes your heart swell. In a recent, heartfelt post, or interview, or exclusive revelation, imagine the suspense. Shekinah opened up, sharing the raw, honest truth about where things stand between her and Sarper. And the big news? They're still together. Yes, you read that right. Against all odds after the drama, the confessions and the public scrutiny, Shekinah and Sarper have managed to weather the storm. But it's not just a simple, we're still together update. Shekinah delved deeper, giving us a glimpse into the work they've been doing behind the scenes. She acknowledged the challenges, the pain, and the moments of doubt. She didn't gloss over the difficulties, which is what makes her update so incredibly relatable and authentic. She spoke about the importance of communication, something that was clearly a hurdle for them on the show. She hinted at couples counseling, or perhaps just a renewed commitment to really listening to each other, truly understanding each other's perspectives, and working through their differences with empathy and patience. This isn't the easy path, it's the path of genuine commitment and growth. What's even more heartwarming is her emphasis on Sarper's efforts. She painted a picture of a man who is committed to making things right, who is willing to put in the work to rebuild trust and strengthen their bond. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about two individuals, flawed and human, striving to create a stronger, healthier relationship. Why this update resonates and what we can learn. This update from Shekinah isn't just exciting news for 90-Day Fiance fans, it's a powerful reminder that real relationships are messy, complicated, and incredibly rewarding when you're willing to put in the effort. Vulnerability is strength. Shekinah's willingness to be open about their struggles, even after all the public scrutiny, is incredibly brave. It reminds us that it's okay to not be perfect, and that true strength lies in acknowledging our weaknesses and working through them. Communication is key, always. Their journey highlights the absolute necessity of open, honest communication, especially when navigating cultural differences and past baggage. It's a lesson we can all apply to our own relationships. Love isn't always easy, but it can be worth it. Shekinah and Sarper's story is a testament to the idea that love isn't a fairy tale. It requires effort, compromise, and a willingness to forgive and grow. But when two people are truly committed, it can be incredibly rewarding. The power of forgiveness and growth. The fact that they've moved past the tell-all confessions speaks volumes about their capacity for forgiveness and their commitment to personal growth. It shows that even after significant trust breaches, relationships can be repaired and even strengthened with genuine effort. What's next for Shekinah and Sarper? While Shekinah's update gives us a hopeful glimpse into their future, it's clear their journey is still unfolding. Relationships are dynamic, and they will undoubtedly face new challenges, but for now, we can breathe a collective sigh of relief and celebrate this positive step forward. We'll be eagerly watching to see what's next for this fascinating couple. Will we see them on another season? Will they share more of their journey on social media? Whatever happens, one thing is for sure. Shekinah and Sarper have proven that their connection is more resilient than many of us initially thought. And that, dear friends, is the kind of real-life love story that keeps us coming back for more. It's not about perfection, it's about perseverance, understanding, and the unwavering belief that sometimes, against all odds, love truly does conquer all. So let's raise a toast, metaphorically, of course, to Shekinah and Sarper, and wish them all the very best on their continued journey together. We're here for it, every step of the way.